Welcome back to Lynn's Spotlight Daily, your daily scoop of entertainment buzz. Timothée Chalamet just became the Knicks' most unexpected superfan, and we're not mad about it. On Friday night, New York City was buzzing louder than a yellow cab in Times Square. The reason? The Knicks had just pulled off a monumental win against the Boston Celtics in Game 6 of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. While fans were spilling into the streets outside Madison Square Garden, chanting and high-fiving like they'd all just won the lottery, one particular face popped out from the crowd, or, more specifically, out the window of a black SUV, and it was none other than Timothée Chalamet. Yes, that Timothée Chalamet. It's not every day you see an Oscar-nominated actor with cheekbones that could slice glass, leaning halfway out of a car window to slap hands with fellow Knicks fans. But there he was, grinning like a kid who just found out school was cancelled, soaking in the pure, chaotic joy of a playoff win the city hadn't seen the likes of since the Clinton administration. Let's rewind for a second. Earlier in the evening, Chalamet had been spotted courtside at Madison Square Garden, seated next to none other than global music phenom Bad Bunny. Side note, awkwardly enough, Bad Bunny once dated Kendall Jenner, sister of Chalamet's current flame, Kylie Jenner. Hollywood's relationship circles are smaller than a studio apartment in Manhattan, but if there was any tension, it didn't show. The two stars looked relaxed, laughing and chatting, occasionally glancing up to watch the game like they were the most famous people in the room. Chalamet has been something of a Knicks regular lately. This wasn't his first rodeo, or, in this case, playoff game. He had already made appearances at Game 4 and Game 5 earlier in the series, sometimes flying solo, sometimes flanked by Kylie and Kendall. Each time, he brought a signature blend of laid-back cool and enthusiastic dorkiness that makes you go, wait, is he one of us now? And Friday night sealed the deal. After the final buzzer echoed through the Garden, and it was official that the Knicks were heading to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time since 1999, the city exploded. Horns honked. People danced in the streets. And then, out of nowhere, bam, Chalamet emerged from his ride like a Knicks-loving prairie dog, sticking his head and torso out of the window to join the celebration. Fans rushed to him like he was handing out free playoff tickets. One video showed people literally reaching into the car to hug him, arms wrapped around his ribcage, like this was the only chance they'd ever get to embrace a movie star in the middle of a sports riot. In what might be the most only in New York moment of the year, Chalamet high-fived a sea of strangers while they screamed "Let's go," like he was a long-lost member of the team. For those few moments, it didn't matter if he was an Oscar nominee or a guy who once wore a harness to the Golden Globes, he was just another diehard fan reveling in a rare Knicks victory. And honestly, it was kind of wholesome. There's something hilarious and genuinely heartwarming about seeing a guy who usually graces red carpets and indie dramas acting like your excitable cousin at a Super Bowl party. In that moment, Chalamet didn't care about the paparazzi or the TikTokers filming him, although yes, several videos did surface immediately. This is 2025, after all. He was fully committed to the celebration, wind in his curls, smile on his face, and pure adrenaline in his veins. It's hard not to root for someone who's that into it. Of course, Chalamet wasn't the only celebrity at the game. The star-studded audience also included Ice Spice, Lenny Kravitz, Spike Lee, a Knicks staple, Ben Stiller, and Tracy Morgan, a lineup so packed, it felt like the Met Gala had relocated to MSG. But none of them, were hanging halfway out of a moving vehicle to hug random fans. Advantage, Timmy. This playoff series has clearly brought out the sports fan in Chalamet. Whether he's twinning in Knicks merch or throwing excited glances at Kylie during a tense moment in the fourth quarter, he's become a consistent courtside fixture. And now, with the Knicks facing the Indiana Pacers in the Eastern Conference Finals, there's a good chance we'll be seeing a lot more of him and his enthusiastic hand gestures in the coming days. To be fair, Chalamet's New York roots run deep. The guy was born and raised in the city, attended LaGuardia High School, the real-life fame school, and has long professed his love for all things New York, pizza, subway chaos, and apparently now, NBA playoff basketball. So maybe it's not that surprising that he was out there in the streets, living his best fan life. Still, it's rare to see a celebrity so delightfully unbothered by decorum, just fully surrendering to the joy of the moment. And really, can we blame him? The Knicks haven't been to the Eastern Conference Finals since 1999. Back then, Timothée Chalamet was a toddler. Y2K was still a thing. People were just discovering Napster. It's been a minute. So if anyone has the right to wild out a little, it's a lifelong New Yorker like him, even if he's currently dating a member of the Kardashian-Jenner dynasty and has probably never tailgated a day in his life. So here's to Timothée Chalamet, Knicks fan, playoff celebrator, and certified man of the people. Whether or not the Knicks go all the way this year, one thing's for sure, they've officially earned themselves the most charming, chaos-embracing celebrity cheerleader in the NBA. And honestly, we're kind of obsessed. Timothée Chalamet is officially part of the Knicks diehard fan family, and as a true fan myself, I absolutely love the vibe. Honestly, the moment Timmy stuck his head out of the SUV to high-five fans in the middle of a wild street celebration after the Knicks' historic win gave me chills. Not because he's an A-list celebrity, but because he genuinely shared that electric joy with us, the ones who've loved, waited, and suffered with this team for nearly 25 years. Timothée wasn't standing above it all or trying to stay cool and aloof like some celebs. He was right there with us, celebrating like he'd been riding this emotional roller coaster forever. He even let fans hug him like it was their one shot at embracing a movie star in the middle of a sports riot, and that was real. I still remember how we screamed ourselves hoarse during the 2013 playoffs. And now, seeing the Knicks light it up again, with Timothée, a New York native, shouting right alongside us? Man, how can you not get emotional? Let's be real, while other celebrities show up to be seen, Timmy showed up to feel. The excitement in his eyes, that huge goofy grin, the way he soaked up the moment, it was all so raw, so pure. No pretenses, no performance. Just a guy who loves his city, loves his team, and wasn't afraid to go all in. And let's not forget, he was watching the game with Bad Bunny, casually sitting next to Kylie, and still laser focused on the plays. How can anyone not be obsessed with that energy? Whether or not the Knicks go all the way this year, Timothée Chalamet is already a champion in our hearts. He's not just an Oscar-nominated actor anymore, he's our Timmy, a true member of the Knicks faithful. And yes, we're totally obsessed with the way he loves this team. Let's go Knicks, let's go Timmy. Who's your current favorite Hollywood star? Drop it in the comments, we love hearing from you. This is Lynn's Spotlight Daily, and we'll see you in the next Spotlight.